Twilight settles over a silent shoreline as a woman sits upright on a low stone seat. A blindfold covers her eyes. Two long swords cross over her chest in perfect symmetry. Behind her, water laps quietly against the shore. Distant islands rise like muted thoughts, and a thin crescent moon curves above. The Two of Swords is the mind's deliberate stillness, the poised suspension before a choice, the ethical hush in which clarity gestates. The woman is the central symbol. Her posture is disciplined, balanced, and resolute. She holds her swords not in aggression but in containment. This is not indecision but intentional restraint. She refuses premature action, ensuring that neither thought nor feeling dominates before both are understood. Her crossed arms create a barrier over the heart, signaling that vulnerability must be approached thoughtfully, not rushed. The blindfold forms the second symbol. By removing sight, she turns inwards, seeking perception unclouded by appearances. This is neutrality by design, a pause that protects fairness. Yet the blindfold also warns that prolonged avoidance can stagnate the decision it was meant to support. Inner listening must eventually give way to outward engagement. The third symbol is the crossing of the swords themselves. They form an equilibrium that cannot last. Two truths meet, each with weight and consequence. The X shape embodies tension, ideas in dialogue, impulses held in balance. Crossings are hinges. They signify the moment before direction emerges. Behind her, the fourth symbol, the water, moves gently but unmistakably. Feeling is present. Waves suggest subtle emotional pressure beneath the surface of reason. The distant islands look solid but are surrounded by water, illustrating that even facts must be approached through emotions' tides. The two acknowledges this interplay without letting it sweep her into rash action. The moon is the fifth symbol. Its crescent light represents intuition, partial illumination, and sensitivity to nuance. Where the ace crowned rational clarity, the two bends towards subtle knowing. The moon implies that the full truth is not yet visible, and that decisions made now must rely on delicate perception rather than certainty. Grey tones dominate the scene: stone, clothing, sky, signaling truce and neutrality. This is a temporary posture, a seat for contemplation rather than permanent residence. In readings, the Two of Swords appears when equal but conflicting truths must be weighed. It counsels pause, balance, and better questions rather than immediate resolution. It may signal stalemate, negotiation, or the need for inner listening before outward decision. Its warning: poised silence can become paralysis if maintained too long. The Two of Swords teaches that wisdom sometimes requires stillness, but only long enough for truth to surface.